Hi there, everyone, and thank you for coming back for another episode of Mark on Comics. So today what I've got for you, as you can see with the thumbnail, I've got a comic book review for you. And the main thing that makes this one the most important is this is the biggest review I've done. Sometimes I've done 7, 8, 10, but today I have 13 books for you that I'm going to review. So I was going through my list of my books for the week that I picked up at the local comic shop, and I want to read this one, I want to read this one, I want to read this one, and I ended up with 13. So here we go. First, I've got from Marvel, Crypt of Shadows #1, written by Steve Orlando, Chris Condon, Benjamin Percy, and Jason Liu, because there are 4 stories in here, and that's the writers. And the art is done by Claire Rowe, Drizril Morissette Fawn, and Raphael Lenko, and Carlos Magno, with a cover by Linnell Francis Yu. So here's some of the art that you can see. And the stories, they're okay. They're not great. The art is okay, not great, but everything was respectable. So I am giving Crypt of Shadows #1 3.5 stars. All right, so we're moving on to my next review is The Pedestrian #3. Written by Joey Esposito, with art by Sean Von Gorman, and a cover by Sean Von Gorman. So let's see, here's a little bit here we got with the art. I really enjoyed issue 1. I really enjoyed issue 2, but issue 3 really stumps me. I had a little problem with the art. I had a little problem with the story. There were some hiccups that just went the wrong way for me. So The Pedestrian #3 from me is getting 2.5 stars. Oh well. Next, we've got Batman and Robin Year 1, written by Mark Waid, art by Chris Samney, and a cover by Chris Samney. Now, I really enjoyed this. Now, Chris Samney's art, to me, isn't a home run, but it's a 3 base run. So, I like it. It's not the best, but it's still very, very good. And this is a really great story from Mark Waid. So I've got Batman and Robin Year 1 #1 rated 4.5 stars. Woo, way to go. Next, I've got Wolverine #2, written by Saladin Ahmad, with art by Martin Coccolo, and cover by Martin Coccolo. So this is an interesting story about the Wendigo. The art is really, really exceptional. I really enjoyed this read. Come on. So the story was just lacking. Lacking. It was still very, very good. The art is exceptionally good. So I am giving Wolverine number 2 4.5 stars. It's good enough. My next review for you is Flash Gordon number 3. This is written by Jeremy Adams with art by Will Conrad and the cover by Will Conrad. So I really enjoyed this. This is the story of Ming the Merciless. And Jeremy did a really good job on this story. And the art is exceptional as well. So, Flash Gordon number 3 from me is getting 5 stars. This book was excellent. I can't wait to read Flash Gordon number 4. Next, we've got Vicarious number 1, written by Ryan Perot, with art by Eleonora Carlini, and a cover by Dan Panosian. So this story is very, very intriguing. I really like the premise of the story. But I am not in love with Eleonora's artwork at all. So unfortunately, story is good, art not so much for me, and I'm rating Vicarious number 1 2.5 stars. You know, the story was great. Good job, Ryan. But it missed the mark for me. Next, we have Jupiter's Legacy Finale number 1, written by Mike Miller, with art by Tommy Lee Edwards and a cover by Tommy Lee Edwards. So here we've got some of the artwork there for you. Some more of the artwork. I was really excited when I saw Jupiter's Legacy Finale coming out. I've enjoyed all the other Jupiter's Legacy. I love the TV show. I'm sorry it didn't continue, but unfortunately, the story and the art are both misses on this one for me. The story didn't really reveal very much. I found it to be extremely boring, and the artwork was sub-level. So, because I like Jupiter's Legacy so much, I am giving this one 2 stars. But that's it, just 2. Next, I've got Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu number 1. The writer is Jed MacKay. The art is Alessandro Capaccio, with a cover by David Partore. So here we got a little bit going on in there. A little bit more there. So I really found the story to be quite exceptional. I actually found the artwork to be awesome. I really loved it. So this book is the only book on my list this week getting 5 stars. 5 stars. Pick this one up. If you've never been on Moon Knight before, this is your jumping on point. You need to do it. This one was great. Don't miss out. Next, we've got Destro number 5. It's the finale of the book. So we've got, the writer is Dan Waters, with art by Andre Bresson and a cover by Andre Bresson. So I think the art is very good. Doesn't, as I say, knock it out of the park for me, but it's good. And the story is an exceptional lead-in to G.I. Joe number 1 coming out. Energon Universe, G.I. Joe. I'm really excited for G.I. Joe. Destro was a great lead-in to that book, and I am giving it 4.5 stars. So, Destro number 5, you need to be picking up that book. Next, we have Ultimate Spider-Man number 10. This is one of my top picks. It's written by Jonathan Hickman. Guest artist in this episode is David Messina. And the cover is written by Marco Cicchetto. So here we go in there. I think Messina did a really good job in here. The art doesn't hit on all cylinders, but it's close. And that is why Ultimate Spider-Man number 10 is getting 4.5 stars from me. This book has a great storyline with Uncle Ben, J. Jonah Jameson, the Green Goblin, and others. This is one of my top picks for this week. It is exceptionally good. You need to be buying this book. And in case you're not aware, we have in January Ultimate Wolverine number 1 coming out. This was a book announced at the New York Comic-Con, and I'm going to be picking up multiple copies of Ultimate Wolverine. I think it's going to be a big, big hit. Even though there are some twists in it, I still think it's going to be a big hit. Next on my review is Uncanny X-Men number 4, written by Gail Simone, art by David Marquez, and cover by David Marquez. So this story is exceptional. This is one, if you want a great story in the X-Men titles, this is it. Do not miss out on this one. So, David Marquez, his art is a little lacking for me. I didn't get a lot of it. It kind of looks a little messy, but because of the story, this book is still getting 4.5 stars. Again, you need to be picking up Uncanny X-Men. It is very, very good, has been from the start, unlike some of the other X titles, which I'm getting ready to review right now. Mystique number 1, written by Declan Shalvey, art by Declan Shalvey, and a cover by Declan Shalvey, writer, artist, and cover artist. So I found the artwork to just be very simple. I didn't find anything that stands out in Mystique number 1. The story was okay, but not a home run for me. And that is why Mystique number 1 is getting 2.5 stars. Didn't love it. Next, we have Batman Full Moon number 1. It's written by Rodney Barnes. The artwork is by Steven Subic and cover by Steven Subic, which is a glow-in-the-dark cover. So it actually comes with a white to shield the glow-in-the-dark stuff from deteriorating. So the story is really, really good. The art for me, not so much, but that's just me. A lot of people that I've heard just absolutely love this, but the artwork wasn't the best for me, but the story is. So Batman Full Moon number 1 is getting 4 stars from me. But to remind you, this is reviews of what I thought the book was. If you think that we seem to be on the same track, then you know what books you need to pick up and what books you don't. If you're like, well, I don't know, go pick them up. Go pick them up. But if you agree with me, keep watching, and I'll keep doing reviews, letting you know what I think is going on with comic books today. So, thank you so very much. I'm really happy that you're all here. Thank you for joining me. Please, please hit the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell so you can get my content when I release it. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.